Yeah, it says
Hello,
recording in
Wayman.
progress.
Do you remember this event?
Yes.
When
How can I
was
forget
this?
it? This occurred on Saturday, February 4, 2012. Saturday, February 4, 2012 at the Shrine Auditorium in Jefferson in Los Angeles. And the reason it was so, to me, it was transformative. Because although this was in February, we started practicing for this event about a week after Labor Day in 2011, in September. We practiced every week. And then as the time went on, as the time went closer and closer, we had longer and longer practices. So when this occurred, it was it's a beautiful piece of music. I won't forget it.
Wayman, this was the time when you invited me to this event.
Yeah.
And I took this video of this applause.
Yes.
And this is a historical applause. Not even a president of the United States has gotten 9 minutes of continuous applause.
Yeah, it was. I remember that
historical event. So today, this week of your birthday, I wanted you to share with me the pleasures we had while we were in this event.
It was a beautiful occasion. It really was, and it was worth the 5 or 6 months we had in practicing, and all the special rehearsals and things we had to go to. And sometimes the rehearsals were various places throughout Los Angeles. Sometimes they were in the Dorothy Chandler building. Sometimes we were scattered throughout several churches in the Pasadena, downtown Los Angeles. And then near the end, we had the rehearsals in the auditorium, the Shrine Auditorium. You know, remember before they built the Kodak Theater, that's where they used to do the Oscars. And the reason they did it there was because Symphony of 1000, Disney Hall was not large enough. They could not put enough people on the stage. That's why they had to do it here, in this particular place.
You gathered with a lot of friends of yours, and you made a lot of good friends in this one.
Yeah. There are a lot of people that I knew, those people that I knew because some of them were in the choir in which I sang in the church, but there were other people there as well. And the music itself was very good because I got a CD. I got a CD, and so I used to listen to this when I was driving home from work, you know, or whenever I was in the car. I used to listen to this thing. It's a nice piece, you know, and when you hear it, it's very pretty. It's very, very pretty. In fact,
do you remember any of your friends, or do you still stay in touch?
Yeah, I do. Yes. In fact, a couple of people in the choir. My friend Tamara, there's a friend I have, Tamara Rhodes, Rhoads. She was in the choir. She was singing alto. In fact, Tamara and I have been good friends since 1995, and her birthday is exactly 1 week from my birthday. My birthday is May 7th. Her birthday is May 14th. And we always keep in contact. I have spoken with her just a couple of weeks ago. We always keep in contact. And we always enjoyed this particular piece of music. Oh, we really did. And there are a couple of other people that I still see and hear from. Not as many, because, you know, I can't believe this is 2023. That's 2012. You know, it's more than 10 years ago. And so some people have moved away and they're not there. In fact, the person who was the conductor for our choir, he himself has moved away out of Los Angeles. So a lot has changed in 10 years.
Wayman, I was so thrilled when I saw this thing, and I met you about 3-4 weeks ago when we caught up with each other. And suddenly it appeared that I have this tape, and I was always wishing to share with you. This is a historic.
It was amazing. It was amazing that you recorded this. It was amazing that you did this, because it really did go on for like what 9 minutes or so.
9 minutes and 46 seconds.
Yeah, it really did. I remember that.
Yeah.
I think there are. This was one. I want to say. You know what? In my life, because I've always loved music. In my life, there have been 3 major musical events in my life. This was the last one in 2012. Okay. But when I was in college at Michigan State University, we took a tour in New York City, and among the places we went was New York City. And there's a big cathedral in New York City, St. John the Divine Cathedral, on the up near Columbia University. And we were invited, this choir, we were invited to sing there for an evensong. And we sang an evensong with a 75-piece orchestra. And we did a composition by a man whose name is Alan Hovanes, Hovhanes, Gloria. And that was such a wonderful event. This was that was when I was about 20 years old. The other thing I remember is when I was in 8th grade, and a boy in St. Louis, Missouri, growing up, and we sang a song. We sang with the orchestra. There was a piece by Claude Debussy called "The Martyrdom of Saint Sebastian," and we sang that in the Kiel Opera House. Those are 3 musical events that really meant a lot to me. This was really something. This particular one here was really, really, really something. I won't forget it. And I won't forget that you were there.
No, it was, it's always reminded me, it's part of my library, and I really cherish that I attended that event with you, with you in the choir. My God.
Yeah. Yeah. We put a lot of time and effort in it. Some of those rehearsals went on for like 3 hours. And it's very difficult when there are 1,000 people on that stage. There are 1,000. That choir is the choir itself is 800 people. There are actually 800 people in the choir. And so it took a lot of different arrangements and places to go to have rehearsals and things. Even before we started rehearsing with Dudamel.
This was at Shrine Auditorium.
This is Shrine Auditorium, right?
And they'd made this special stage for this event.
They had to, because it was the only place in Los Angeles that had a stage large enough.
And such an event was first event after last event like this was 1970 with this many members in the choir.
Oh, yeah.
Over 1,000 members in the choir.
Yeah, that's why it's called Symphony of 1,000.
Yeah.
Mahler's Symphony of 1,000.
My God, it's totally an historical event.
Yeah, it was a wonderful time.
This was.
Oh, hey, how's business?
Great. That loan has really worked wonders.
That's what U.S. Bank is for.
And you're growing in California.
Yep, SoCal, NorCal, Monterey, all day. Anaheim, big time.
Okay. There was a commercial.
I think we're done.
Okay.